Alright, we're back. Stream froze, and I have reset it. Let's hope it does not freeze again, because that would make me sad. Yes, fixed indeed, and I'm happy. Fixed for now anyway, and let's hope it stays that way. I would be quite miffed if it broke again. Oh no, it's buffering. But it's working again. Delightful. I don't think I have a set favorite planet, but Macragge would probably be it. And then I really like the way that the lore describes Tyran, or Tyran, however you want to say that. It does a very good job of describing, like, holy shit, what the fuck, we're fucked, oh my god. I haven't read the Devastation of Ball books, but I have played Battle Sector, and Battle Sector is about the Devastation of Ball, specifically the Tyrant of Ball campaign. And it is a bunch of Blood Angels and some Adeptus Sororitas who are questing after the Tyrant of Ball, a Tyranid hive tyrant that has made its home and hive on one of the Ball planets. Tis quite fun, I will say. Though the Devastation of Ball itself, for me, has kind of been ruined, because I used to be friends with this guy, and he was one of the biggest trash talkers I think I've ever met. And all he would ever say about the Devastation of Ball was like, Tyranids suck, Blood Angels are awesome, and he'd say nothing else in the matter. No good discussion on the book or the events, just Tyranids bad. And he was also just not a great guy, especially if he lost in Warhammer, he'd get very pissy about it. He tried to start getting everyone who played him to use a system called one-page rules, because he didn't like the fact that other armies could do stuff he couldn't. And one-page rules is very much, you only use your army stat blocks, you don't use any bonuses, you don't use any books, you don't use any stratagems. Oh, except Space Marines. Space Marines can use some stuff, but Xenos factions don't get to use any of it. And people just kind of stopped caring about him. He eventually stopped coming to the game shop, and we were happy with it. We were perfectly fine with him never showing up again. Also, he had the audacity to look me in the eye and say, yeah, your paint scheme looks like a blind man threw up on the models. While he's got white scars that, oh my god, they look like a child's tie-dye project. And I didn't say that to his face because I didn't really care enough to. But I was just like, the audacity of this bitch. He actually used to work at the game shop and then got fired and then subsequently banned from the store afterward. And after he lived out the ban, he just, oh my god. You know, enough about Bitchface McGee. Depending on how things go, I might only stream till 8 today. But we'll see how I feel around 8 and how the progress on the models is going. Since I am getting rather hungry and I'm quite tired from work. I have come across more than one of that guy, sadly. Those guys that think they're better than everyone else. Fun little fact, my first couple times at my local game shop, I had a bad reputation for something I didn't even do. My first time going to my local game shop, my little box of Tyranids, I realized I was getting like nasty looks and oh no, that guy looks, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so eventually I asked someone about it, and they're like, oh, yeah, no. There's a group of Tyrannid players who used to frequent this place, but they were some of the most mean, untrustworthy cheaters you'd ever play. And I was like, alright, wow, so, is this what racism feels like? But I managed to prove myself and that I wasn't one of those guys, so all's well that ends well. Yeah, and especially nowadays, people see Tyranids and they're like, oh fuck, oh shit. The same way they used to be like, oh fuck, oh shit, when they saw Drakari in 8th. Alright, let that dry while I do this one. The difference between a Patriarch and a Broodlord is a Broodlord is a Tyranid model and a Patriarch is a Genestealer Cult model. They have slightly different profiles. I think the Broodlord might have less wounds, but more toughness. They have different abilities as well. I haven't used a 9th edition Broodlord yet, and I've only used the Patriarch once or twice. So I don't know exactly their differences. I just know that they are indeed different, and that the Genestealer Cult one is generally going to be better than the Tyranid one. Also, I absolutely despise some of the data slate changes to Tyranids. They made it so that the adaptive hive trait that you used to be able to pick before the game started must be chosen when you build your army instead of before the first battle round. And oh my god. So if your Warlord is no longer on the table, then you can no longer use your Synaptic Imperatives. So it's like they turned half the Tyranid Codex into useless. Well, I guess not half of it, but they turned enough of it useless to where it's no longer worth it to take certain things. Like, if you must make a Tyranid Hive Tyrant your Warlord if it's in your list. So there is now almost no reason to take a Flying Hive Tyrant. I don't know who the person in R&D is at Games Workshop who decided on this amazing turn of events, but whoever they are should die. In no uncertain terms, they should keel over and die. Tyranids finally stopped getting shit on for the first time in like 3 editions, and Games Workshop was like, oh wait, no, we gotta make it so they get shit on again. Almost as soon as everything for them comes out. High Fleet Gorgon. What is... Remind me which one Gorgon is. I normally use Kronos or Jormungandr. Gorgon is the poison one, right? The one that wounds everything on 4s? If I'm correct in Gorgon... Okay, yes, it is the one. I would say... Since, if I remember correctly, Gorgon affects shooting and melee. So I would say a lot of small guns or a lot of small melee. So Termagants or Hormagaunts. And do swarms of those with warrior support, Gene Stealers, and Broodlord support. Maybe have a couple Carnifexes for anti-tank, or an Exocrine or a Tyrannifex instead, maybe. I generally like to go with Carnifexes over an Exocrine or Tyrannifex, because I can take more Carnifexes and give my opponent more targets to shoot at, so they don't instantly pop my anti-tank. But if you're going Gorgon, generally massed small, like massed low strength infantry will do a lot for you with the auto wounding. You are welcome. almost done. I'm going to finish the green on this model, then probably call the stream here, because I want to prime my Marines and then go get some to eat. Because me hungry. Oh yeah, I also want to prime my rock grinder, because I got a second rock grinder. Woo! I even made it so the gun on it turns. I didn't do it last time because I glued it wrong. I'm gonna have the rest of my Chinese food. I got a big thing of egg drop soup left, and I cannot wait to finish it. I agree. Yum yum. And then I'm going to relax and play some of that. Play some more Battle Sector and finish that before I move on to Gladius. Alright, I think... Oh, not quite yet, actually. I have to do a few more holes. Huh. I've never actually noticed that. Interesting catch, though. Interesting catch. Huh. The head seems to not want to fit into the body piece it's supposed to. Odd. Alright, last bit of green, and then we'll be good to go. So no head. Nope, no head for you. Should probably cut the head, the connector piece of the heads off, and just glue it on the body how I like. Alright, well, I'm gonna call the stream here. You guys have yourselves a good evening, and I will see y'all next week. Bye bye.